Hello, everyone. Like Mark was saying, please submit your questions. We want to get some good feedback. I'm from Iristick. I have some colleagues here with me today as well. We make smart safety glasses. And what I want to discuss today is a very unique feature that we have on our safety glasses. It's the Bionic Eye with 5 times optical zoom. So the reason why we make this, we started out talking specifically to enterprise customers. So we're not dealing with consumers. We started from an enterprise viewpoint, and we really want to focus on how we can create smart eyewear solution that's for hands-free execution, business processes, and really leveraging the computer power of the mobile phone. As you can see, we connect to your Android mobile phone device. So that the markets we're in, we're very much entrenched in the informed reality market. So if you see these 2 axes, the y-axis is about the location. You can be at your desk, you can be maybe in a factory, or like many deskless workers now, you can be in the field. And then the x-axis, it's talking about the reality you're in. We have different types of virtual reality, where you're completely immersed and you don't see any real world view. We have augmented reality, which is some kind of augmenting your world view. Or we have informed reality, and that's what Iristick is about. So we're really meant to be used in the field for information, and you can see we're in the top right of this graph. The market verticals we're in. We have a lot of requests from maintenance companies that ship a high-tech machinery, equipment. They want to know, okay, how is that equipment performing when it's on the assembly line, when it's with a customer? We also talk to companies that do warehouse operations, moving goods, scanning barcodes, getting things from A to B. And then we have different, it's really broad. You have also from telemedicine, surgeons, nurses, people that are visiting medical professionals. They want to know, okay, so how can I communicate and show what I'm seeing and work hands-free at the same time? Another very important one is from the security sector. With all the concerns about security today, this is somewhere where they see the advantage of having to get information quickly and also see information, not just for the people in the field, but the people who are dispatching these people into the field. So what are the challenges these enterprises are facing? Well, first, you have to deliver globally. You can't just deliver only in Europe, only in Asia, only in US anymore. These companies are delivering all over the world. They want to stay connected, regardless of time zones, regardless where you physically are. And you want to communicate hands-free. If any of you have ever been working with somebody in the field and they send you a couple pictures and then you have to say, oh no, sorry, you'll have to send those again. That's not going to work for me. You know how you struggle with that. It's very difficult to pick up a phone or a camera, take something, then send it, then go through that delay. It's so nice to be able to work on something in real time and have immediate feedback. They're also dealing with increasing digitization. A lot of the speakers have talked about how companies are going to digitize their process and become more competitive, and the overhead that takes. And that really takes a lot into the business case. How long will this take? When will I see a return on investment for my digitization? Of course, there's maximizing the SLAs, the service levels. You have to stay competitive with that. And then access to immediate expert input. As we specialize more and more, we have to send people out into the field which might not know everything about the difficult and the complex technical devices we're working with. And we also have a 24/7 workforce. This goes with delivering globally. There's also the need for high employee rotation. And being in the States today, I realize how hard it is to find good, skilled workers and how hard it is to get them online as quickly as possible. So this is why what I'd like to talk about today is remote assistance and how the Bionic Eye can help with that. For all the use cases I discussed or the challenges, what we see most in the field is that customers want to have hands-free remote assistance. And even if they're talking about procedural software, training, or quality control, it all comes back to remote assistance. And there's several reasons for that. First, it's very easy to pitch and understand. Everybody gets it. Everybody who's been working, even if they're new, if they're experienced, they know how hard it is to communicate with someone and you see what I see situations, especially when you're all the way around the world. It's a fast return on investment. Many of you are here today, you know travel is expensive, it's time consuming, it's difficult, it's hard on us. If you don't have to travel somewhere to communicate, it's such an advantage. And even if you do, it's such an advantage to know what's going on and what the environment is like before you travel, what parts you're going to need, and how you're going to help. Then there's a lot of existing applications. We all know about Skype, FaceTime. We got to use these in our lives. This is teleconferencing communications that we can really use in the future. And then the low setup cost. It's not a need to set up and digitize all these complex procedures and then find out, oh, I have to change this or that. It's simply to say something that you can send somebody out in the field, they can talk to somebody remote assistance, and you can immediately see the return on your investment. So the Iristick solution, and I'm going to talk about some of our features. I'm wearing the Iristick right now. You see we connect to the mobile device. That's the picture down here. So that's leveraging the power of your mobile phone that you already have. That means when a processor gets upgraded, or if you need to work with a new sort of app that only runs on the latest Android version, that's okay because you just upgrade your existing mobile phone. It's also comfortable. It's very lightweight. It's got some bendable tips and adjustable nose pads that you can really fit to your face. Unlike a lot of other headgear, it's not going to weigh you down, and you can wear this for 6 to 8 hours without an issue. Probably most important for enterprise is a long battery life. This handles up to 8 hours. Of course, it depends on your application, but unlike other glasses, you have a battery pack automatically connected. It even helps charge your mobile phone. And then what I'd finally like to talk about, because that's what's a real unique feature, is our exceptional optical zoom, our Bionic Eye. This is a second camera on the side, which gives you 5 times optical zoom, which can be controlled locally by the user wearing the glasses, or remotely by somebody working behind a desk. It streams both views simultaneously, and this can be an advantage because instead of wasting bandwidth with pixels you don't need, you can really focus on the position you want. We have a laser that you can totally do that, and then you can see from far away, okay, what exactly do I want to focus on? In addition, we have a flash LED. This is great for taking pictures, including barcode scanning. I'll just show you an example. So this is a warehouse environment. You're going through the walls. You see an overview. This is with your central camera, which is central. And then you have a zoom camera view, and that's where you can really pinpoint a barcode, maybe something that's on a high shelf, something far away, and gives you both perspectives simultaneously. So finally, you'll see, what I'd like to do with this presentation is get you to visit our booth and try it out yourself. I think that's the best way of evaluating a product. We have a card. We're booth 615, and you can try this out. There's a barcode on this. You can stand from up 6 feet away and scan the barcode and immediately get an image and go to our website. So I encourage you to come over, try it out, see it for yourself. It's really incredible. Maybe we'll be at the stand. I'm with Remer, our CEO, who's also in the audience. And if you'd like more information, we have the Iristick.com website and our developer.iristick.com with our SDK. So any questions?
I think we do. Do you want to pick some of them?
Okay. Do you have any applications for explosion-proof area? So that's something, are you talking about the ATEX? I think so. That's something that we're looking into for our next generation. We have a ruggedized version that's on the market now, but in future we're looking into ATEX, and we're talking to some experts in the field and doing some case studies with that. And the price? Yeah, so the price is $1,750 for our Z1, which is our optical zoom, so $1,750. Prescription glasses. Now, this is something that we get asked all the time. There's two things you can do. You can either change the lenses themselves to work with prescription, or you can use inserts with power inside. And can you share, do you support SLAM? I don't know what SLAM is. No. Tracking over an area. Well,
Recognizing, when you look at something, recognizing it.
Okay, well, we support a camera feed. So like I said before, we deal purely with hardware. In theory, you could do that with software, but we need to find out more what your needs are.
It was my question, I was just explaining.
Yeah, okay. Can you share some real-life examples of ROI? Can you offer any numbers? That's something where we're doing specific use cases right now, so next presentation will probably have more details. But if you can imagine what I've heard, we've talked to customers who are pitching this within their companies, and they say, okay, it's going to cost me $3,000 to send an expert over. The glasses cost $1,750. Already, with one trip, I've made my money. I've paid for the glasses themselves. And the weight of the device, so the glasses themselves are 71 grams, is that correct? For the Z1. But please come over, try it. You'll realize how light they are if you feel them in your hands and wear them. What about linking to non-mobile device, i.e. a desktop? That's something, in theory, it could be done. However, we require a Type-C connection. And we work with Android 7 and above. If you have a specific use case, feel free to come over and talk to us, and we can see what we can do. SDK, yes, we do have an SDK, and that's at developer.iristick.com. That allows you access to all the features on the Iristick glass. I have it down there. Ballpark cost, we have $1,750 for the Z1, $1,500 for our low-level C1, but the Bionic Eye is the Z1. Is the content projected on the glasses or just video transmitted remotely? Yes, we do have a head-mounted display as well, so you could put content on there. We ask you to use apps like Proceedix is an example, which really specialize in condensing the information and showing it slide by side. How does the remote user interact, browse applications, and install the multiple view? Well, that's an interesting question. Oh, I think I missed it. So the remote user is going to be using their software application, and everything that we have in our SDK gives you access to what's on the glasses. So we have a demo on our booth with one example from our partner, Bagar. There's other examples in the field as well. How is this better than a cell phone? Well, that's what comes down to the hands-free side. And also, with a cell phone, most cell phones will not give you 5 times optical zoom. How does the remote user interact with a glass user? So that can be a number of ways. It could be with a head-mounted display. It could also be with voice. We have an audio and microphone inside the glasses as well. Facial recognition, again, that really depends on the software application you're running. So there's a lot of them out there. There's a lot of free versions. It's taking your video stream and using it for facial recognition. And we haven't worked with Scope AR as far as I know. No, so we haven't worked with them, but if you have more information, we can discuss that at our booth. iOS compatibility in the future, that's something we're definitely looking into. According to me, what's the best feature of the glass? Well, there's a lot of glasses on the market right now. They are all very, very different. I think we're in a really exciting time in the market where we have a lot of products that are putting themselves out there. And what I see from customers is they have specific ideas of what they need. And what I like about the Iristick is it was really designed for enterprise, not with a consumer mindset. It had a specific focus that it was going to be an enterprise device. This goes on. Do you have your own software solution? And is there a subscription cost? No, we don't. We have some demo application apps which you can use to try it out in your company. But like I said, we're completely focused on the hardware side, and we're working with partners to use our hardware, basically. So if you'd like to come talk to us, we can set you up with some demo applications or even help refer you to some of the partners we're already working with. The subscription cost really depends on those partners. And does it have a depth sensor for, I'm missing a depth sensor for 3D data? That's something that we don't have right now, not in this version. Is it class 1, div 1, or div 2 certified? Is this, if you're talking about the ATEX, we're looking into the ATEX zone 1. I think in the US they call it intrinsically safe. Okay, anything else? Well, thanks for all the great,
Volume discounts for enterprises or standard pricing?
Of course, with volume discounts, we also get that from our manufacturing, so we can pass that through, but that would have to be an individual discussion. Okay, well, thanks for all the great questions.
Thank you very much.